That's just impurity. Can cover different grounds. Lasciviousness, that's more tending to excite lust, or that covers the whole ballpark pretty well. Idolatry, that's anything that we would put in, it goes on in a lot of our Protestant churches. I'm going quick because I want to get to a point here, and I'm just going to quit right here shortly. Is idolatry. Anything that we put in front of Jesus Christ, or we say that healings went out with the apostles and that he won't heal no more, and we are looking to some other way to supplement all this, any of that's just basically idolatry, because we're not following them, we're following something else. Witchcraft. What's witchcraft? That's the one I want to go to. Now I want everybody watching and listening both to listen to this real close. You can look it up in any Greek about it you want to look at. And if anybody's ever preached it in the world, I ain't never heard it. And there's a time that we're having, it looks like that somebody would be sharing it with the people. This word witchcraft don't mean somebody riding on a broom, don't mean somebody reading your palm, don't mean none of that. It comes from 3 Greek words. One of them is pharmakeia, one is pharmakos, and the other one is pharmakon. Pharmakeia, pharmakos, and pharmakon. The English rendering of that word is a pharmacist. Don't mean that a pharmacist is practicing witchcraft, but that's where we see the drug stores and so forth, that's where they get their name. It's a drug. And these people here that practice witchcraft, in the Greek, it means that they had a spell-binding potion of something that they give people, and it caused them to hallucinate and enter into the demonic realm. Sorcery is right. And that's what's going on in this world today. Right here in this neighborhood where we're at, in the neighborhood I live, where everyone in here lives, every family almost has got this going on. They might not be a person set up calling themselves this that's doing it, but when you're going and buying your drugs and you're selling drugs and they're coming and you're a pusher or you're buying them for a pusher, you might as well to be a practicing the same as witchcraft. That is the works of the flesh. Not talking about a spiritual something out there. It's talking about this is a work of the flesh. Drugs, pharmakeia, pharmakos, pharmakon, a pharmacy, a spell-binding potion of something administered to an individual that will cause them to hallucinate and enter into the demonic realm and to worship the devil. Yep. Why in the world does not people that's supposed to be, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I will anyway, preachers of the gospel of Jesus Christ that's in positions of millions of people living to them, why is this not preached? As much as a problem as we're having with drugs, why is it not being preached? Why? If you think it's not a problem and you think that it's not something that's ministered to cause people, little sweet Johnny, little sweet Jane, well, they was the best kids there ever was. And they got out of high school and they went to college and done real good for a while, and they got on drugs. And they come back home, and one of them killed his grandma, and the other one killed his mommy and his little baby sister. Does that sound like the work of God? It's witchcraft. Yes, sir. It's the results of witchcraft. Regardless of what the problem is, or the murder, or the killing, or the burning, or the pillage, or the whatever it is that people that drugs are causing them to do, it's a result of witchcraft. Anybody that thinks it any other way, how can you explain it? If you go to the Greek and look it up, it ain't got like most Greek words, Brenda. It ain't like that, Jonathan. It's got 3 that backs it up. Pharmakeia, pharmakos, pharmakon, and then it adds the other into Latin, and then it comes back into English as a pharmacist. Now, I don't know about you folks. Hope you've not, but I have before hallucinated. And it ain't no good. Ain't no good at all. I'm just glad that the Lord Jesus Christ got a hold of me before that I'm glad, I put it like this, I'm thankful to God that that stuff wasn't out there when I was doing what I was doing. I'd like to think that I wouldn't have done it, but I'm thankful that it wasn't there.